Hey there, and thanks for joining us. Jessica Hayes here with the Lockbox Advantage, and I am here to share with you all of my personal tips and tricks for digital marketing in real estate. And we are specifically going to focus on SEO and content strategies. So the plan for today, understanding the basics of SEO. We are not going to be getting super far into the weeds here. This is just about the base level understanding to start to build your personal strategy. We're going to talk about creating an effective content strategy and how to marry those two strategies together to make sure that you're maximizing your exposure and your conversion rates. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. First, what the heck is SEO, right? SEO is the practice of increasing the quantity and quality of traffic to your website through organic search engine results. So for us in the real estate sector, it means optimizing. Oh, goodness. So sorry, guys. Let me go ahead and turn that off. My apology. For us in the real estate sector, love life being live. For us in the real estate sector, that's going to mean optimizing your digital content so that when someone searches for homes for sale in your desired area, your listings, your website is going to appear at the top of those search results. So it's not just about being found, but it's about being found first. And as you know, in real estate, being the first point of contact can be the difference between closing a sale and missing an opportunity completely. So having a well-optimized website is going to act like your 24/7 sales agent. And so it's super important that we have that dialed in as real estate professionals. It all starts out with the keyword search. So this is the process of finding and analyzing terms and queries that your potential clients are going to be entering into their search engines. What are they Googling, right? Tools like Google Keyword Planner or SEM Rush can both help you discover what your target audience is searching for and really allow you to tailor your content to meet their specific needs. All right, once we figure out what those words are, then we have to talk about implementation. It's about strategically using those particular words, those particular phrases in your website's content, in your blog posts, in property descriptions, in posts about market trends, in your About Me page. Wherever you can fit it in strategically, do so. Remember, the goal is relevance and usefulness, not just stuffing the words into your phrase. So let's say one of your keywords for some reason was banana. You cannot just type banana, 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 banana and assume that that's going to make your content come up first. You have to make sure that you're providing quality content about that topic using those words right there within your website. And let's talk about that then, how to optimize your individual pages in your site. And this involves really ensuring that your website's pages are structured in a way that search engines understand. So this means using meta tags and meta descriptions at every opportunity. And this also means using headers appropriately to break up your content in bite-sized pieces that are going to be easily interpreted by the algorithms. On every single page, you want to have one main header. And for every section of that page, you're going to want to have an H2 header or an H3 header. You only want to have one H1 header. Don't get crazy about it, okay? And again, bite-sized pieces of relevant, useful information that is specific to your relevant keywords. Moving right along, we have to address mobile optimization. More than half of all web traffic is going to come from a mobile device. So your website must be mobile friendly. It means it should look good on any device that a user might be using, whether it's a desktop, a smartphone, or a tablet. It has to be formatted to automatically adjust. And while that's important for user experience, that is actually not the only reason it matters, because search engines prioritize mobile optimized sites in their rankings because they know that more than half of their users are going to be on mobile. So keep that in mind. Also, keep in mind local SEO is going to be crucial for real estate professionals, especially so because our industry is inherently local. You want to ensure your Google My Business profile is up to date, up to snuff, looking great. You want to make sure your contact information, your services, your location, all totally dialed in. You want to make sure that you're getting listed in local directories. You want to make sure you're collecting reviews. All of those things are going to help you with your local SEO celebrity. Okay, now let's talk content strategy. The goal here is to produce material that not only attracts, but also retains the interest of potential clients. This can be through informative blog posts. You can talk about navigating the home buying process. You can create engaging videos. You can tour properties. You can build helpful infographics about market trends or whatever step by step you're trying to simplify. Each piece of content should provide value. You want to always be answering common questions or solving problems that your customer base actually has. And then it's going to be a matter of choosing the appropriate format. You want to make sure that your format best suits the content you are sharing. So, for instance, a video might be more effective for a virtual tour, but if you're trying to break down a really complex process, like, say, the home buying process, that might be better shared in a blog. And so, it's going to be really, really important that you align your content with the interests and needs of your target audience. And then distribution. So once you have your content put together, it's going to need to be distributed effectively. This means sharing it where your potential clients spend most of their time. Platforms like Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, all great for visual and informational posts. But also keep in mind your email is going to be critically important to making sure that you stay top of mind to those who have already shown an interest in your services. So make sure you stay engaged. And while we're talking about engagement, make sure that you are engaging with users who comment and like on your posts, answer their questions, interact with their comments. I think people forget that social media is, in fact, a social platform. Okay. It's just like any other sort of social interaction. Can you imagine going to a party? Go with me here. You go to a party, you know every single party you've ever been to, there's been 3 guys there, okay? There has been the guy who everybody hates, right? The guy that walks in the bright yellow jumpsuit. He goes, hey, how you doing? How you doing? I just got a brand new Lamborghini. It's canary yellow. The wife also got a Bentley canary yellow. Now we have matching tracksuits. Guess what color they are? They're canary yellow. This is the guy that talks about himself all the time. He never shuts up. All he does is brag, and he could not possibly care less about what is happening in your life or what you have to say about his. And yet, we as real estate professionals, over and over and over again, we get to these social media pages and we go, just listed, just sold, just listed, just sold. Look at this award I won. I'm fantastic. And we become Mr. Canary Yellow. It's awful. But who else is at the party? Okay. We also have the guy that nobody remembers was there. Nobody remembers. He's the one that showed up. He sat in the corner. He's holding his wife's purse. He is clutching it for dear life, waiting for her to stop talking so he can go home. Those are the agents that hop online. They create the profile because somebody told them they had to have one and then they never posted again. Don't be that guy either. So who do you want to be? Well, we want to be the life of the party, right? Who is the guy that everybody enjoys talking to at the party? It is the man who understands that he has 2 ears and 1 mouth and he uses them proportionately. He's the guy that walks in and says, hey, I saw that your kids just placed at that soccer competition. Congratulations. You must be so proud. He's the guy who wants to talk about you. And so when we get on social media, while we do have to start the conversation, right? We have to share the information that we're sharing. We want to start the conversation in a way that is directly helpful to the people we are targeting. Hopefully that makes sense. Engage with your content, respond to people when they engage with you. Now, just like anything else in life, right? Failing to plan is planning to fail. You need to have consistent and strategic content planning every single week. You have to have a plan in place. Use tools like content calendars, organizers, and figure out where you're going to publish your piece, what you're going to say, what images are going to be used, whether or not there's going to be a video, what are your hashtags. Plan it all out. Of course, in the resource library, we have planning tools for you. So do make sure you check those out. This is going to help maintain consistent presence. It's going to keep your audience engaged. It's going to help improve your SEO if you are intentional about the things that you are saying and posting. And it's going to help you gain rankings in those organic search results as long as your SEO and your content strategy have been married together. Okay. And when we talk about marrying it together, what we mean is that as you develop this content, those SEO keywords and key queries have to be top of mind. Make sure that everything you're building for your website is specific to what your clients are looking for. So that means integrating your targeted words naturally with valuable content in your site. Hopefully that makes sense. It should be simple. The trick, however, is going to be to always evaluate. Once your content is live, your next step is going to be to measure its impact. Tools like Google Analytics, SEMrush are essential for tracking your website's traffic and understanding how users can effectively interact with the pieces of content in your site. Figure out what's performing really, really well, and then refine your approach to mirror and match that over and over and over again because you want to do what's working for you. As we're adapting and adjusting according to those things, you want to make sure that you are also looking for underperforming content. Look for the pieces that you felt like brought a lot of value, but for some reason didn't get the same engagement or conversion. Tweak those messages, maybe remove them completely if need be, but always be focused on your highest converting content. And that's really it, guys. This is not something that is rocket science. I think unfortunately we've got a lot of gurus out there who want you to believe this is impossibly complicated. You don't need to be a technological expert to lean into some of the basics here and really help build your rankings in Google. Once you've gotten your content established to a way that you feel is efficient, a way that you feel is good, a way that you feel you can be proud of, then you can start looking at pay-per-click ads. I'm going to tell you something, my little personal opinion. If you're going to work on pay-per-click ads, I actually really like the Bing space, maybe even a little bit more than the Google space. Google gets a lot more traffic than Bing. It does. That's a fact. However, Google also has a much larger sponsor pool, meaning more people are pouring dollars into Google pay-per-click ads. And that means that you can get a much bigger bang for your buck in a platform like Bing, which has fewer people trying to pay for ad space there. You'll get more exposure for less dollars. And then you have to think about the people that are using Bing. There's really, and I'm sorry, two reasons that people prefer to use um, Bing over Google. Okay. The first reason is security. A lot of people work for companies that will limit their exposure to Google-based tools for security reasons. Microsoft, by and large, is considered a more secure platform. Those people have good jobs. Those people have good income. Those are people that we want to connect with. The other reason that maybe they're still using Bing over Google is that they bought a brand new computer and it came preloaded with Edge, and Bing was its default browser. And they are not people who either are savvy enough to change it or even care to change it. It doesn't matter to them. They're going with what works. The people that feel that way about their base technology tend to be millennials or older. They tend to be more established financially. They tend to be a more likely group to be prepared to attack homeownership. So I don't think that Bing is a bad playground for us as real estate agents to be playing on. All right, so that's all I've got for you today. I hope this was helpful. Feel free to reach out to me if you have questions, and we'll be sure to see you next Friday. Have a great one, you guys.